My name is Khoza. I am from KwaZulu-Natal in a small town called Dundee. Specifically, I'm from Esibongile location. I started in aviation about 16 years ago, and aviation was a new thing for me because, as you will know, nobody knew about aviation at the time. Aviation was never a subject at school, and therefore I only learned about aviation during my tertiary studies. And I've since found that aviation is quite an exciting environment, and I've been given so many opportunities which I'm extremely grateful for. I started off as a customer service agent working for South African Airways, and I moved up to being a manager in the corporate safety and security environment department, where I managed a section. I was also responsible for the Durban International Airport, which was my station, working for South African Airways and a couple of other stations internationally. And then in 2003, I then moved over to South African Civil Aviation Authority as a senior manager responsible for aviation security. I must say that this began to be one of the highlights of my career, because I then moved from being from an airline operation to a regulator, which was the springboard really to where I am today. I'm currently holding a position of the Director of Civil Aviation, or as it is known as the Chief Executive Officer for the South African Civil Aviation. It's been quite a journey. It's been extremely challenging. Aviation has been literally a male-dominated environment, and it has not been opened to black women in particular, or blacks for that matter. As you will know, that it's been one of these public transportation that is quite prestige, because it's only white people that could manage or rather afford flying. The white people that could only become pilots and air traffic controllers and so forth. So coming into this environment was quite a shock in my system, which I did embrace, because when I landed, or when I learned about aviation, I began to fall in love with it. And a part of me was like, why was this hidden from us? Because it is a career, or rather an environment, or rather a profession that any young person would be so excited about. But again, given the history of our country, we couldn't necessarily venture into aviation, or rather have aviation as an alternative career. Having been appointed in December 2013, after acting for about a year, since November 2012, and appointed in December 2013, I must say that it's been quite challenging, but yet humbling at the same time, because challenges are more towards trying to break the barriers, towards trying to get not really affirmation, but recognition that as a black woman you have a place in this country, and that you can contribute meaningfully, just like the white counterparts, or white male counterparts for that matter. And it was quite a journey, but where we are today, I want to believe that has all turned into a celebration, because the Civil Aviation Authority, as things stand today, is recognized internationally, has received quite a number of accolades from the Audit General, clean audit for the 3 successive years under the leadership of a woman. We've received recognitions from the United States of America, from the European community, from the likes of Australia and the United Kingdom. We are currently a holder of a best performing institution in transport, and that is all because women are capable. I think we're beginning to turn the corner, where perceptions that you give it to a woman, or you give it to a black woman for that matter, things are going to crumble. I want to believe, even though I say so myself, that South African Civil Aviation Authority is one of those institutions that are led by a woman and that are performing. Let me qualify why I'm saying led by a woman and performing. Obviously, there is no man who is an island. We're all dependent on one another. Firstly, I have to recognize the support and guidance that I enjoy together with my team from the Ministry of Transport. I am a product of another woman, in fact 2 women. The first one being the Deputy Minister, whom I served under in her capacity as Deputy Minister of Transport, and at the time she was working with Minister Ben Martins. I was then appointed by another woman, Minister Peters, who gave me an opportunity, a lifetime opportunity, to say I must take this institution, turn it into a credible institution. Serving under women of integrity, both the minister and the deputy minister, has been a highlight of my career. We have another woman, the portfolio committee chairperson on transport, who is also a woman. She's giving absolute support to myself and the team, and I must say that it's been quite, although there's been challenges in terms of transformation, in terms of recognition, in terms of trying to break down the barriers to have that recognition as a black woman in this industry, but I've equally enjoyed a great support from the 3 women who are heading the transport, and that to me is a highlight of my career. Not only that, I also have the board of directors who've given us absolutely nothing but support and guidance. I'm standing on the shoulders of giants, and so my success is just not my success alone, but it's a success because I am, as I've stated, standing on the shoulders of giants. The ministry, the portfolio committee, parliamentary portfolio committee on transport, the executive team, my colleagues, the entire team of SACAA, the board of directors, everybody else has been quite amazing in my journey as a woman. But equally, it does not only take people just to give and give. It also is about an attitude. It's about having the heart in the right place. And I believe that my acceptance of the position, I took a resolution that I was going to give it my all, and I was going to give the best that I could to make SACAA, or the Civil Aviation Authority, work. So my encouragement to all the women, it is doable. Let's concentrate on things that matter and just discard all the things that don't matter, and have our eyes on the ball at all times to make it work, not only for ourselves but for other women who are still going to emerge long after we're gone.